Hey guys, welcome to Lesson 14, Intro into Remarketing. Now this might seem like a little bit of an advanced topic, but I promise you it's a really powerful thing to be able to understand and understand how to use, almost like a magic trick because of how you can use it and the different tactics that you can deploy on your marketing campaigns. So let's get right to it. So how remarketing works and what it is this is an example of how it could work. So you view a website, let's say Zappos.com, because they're a website that does this very well. If you do shop on Zappos, you'll know what I'm talking about, or it will start to make sense once we start to describe it. So let's go, say we're on Zappos.com and we're looking for a certain type of shoe for women. So once you're on the website, a cookie tracks you. A cookie is basically just a small snippet of code that's placed on the website that tracks users as they come. Other tracking codes are for Google Analytics, but this particular code tracks where you are and each unique visitor, how they interact with the page. And that's dropped on your IP address to monitor who you are and what pages you viewed, how long you were on the site, and so forth. And then you're served ads on other websites based on the tracking cookie or what the tracking cookie tells the campaign about your whereabouts and your behavior on the site. So for this instance, you might see an advertisement when you're on TechCrunch later in the day for the same pair of shoes that you were looking for, or even very similar shoes that you were looking for. So as you can see, it's a really great tool to be able to use to be able to kind of nudge people that were on your site that showed interest but just didn't go ahead and purchase for whatever reason. Just give them that subtle nudge, and there are some other tactics that we'll talk about that really work well. So there are more advanced options, like I just mentioned. You can set cookies to track based on certain variables, and you can set audiences to track based on certain variables. So some instances of this, or some examples of this that could be beneficial for a company, are visitors that viewed a certain page. So like the example that I showed before, if they saw a certain type of shoe, or if they viewed a shirt or a page on your menu, a menu item, and then you could serve them an ad when they're browsing around on other websites throughout the day of that same page, or giving them a discount. You can also set an audience based on visitors that abandoned their cart. So they viewed the page where they viewed their cart page and they have items in their cart, but they didn't view the thank you page, meaning that they didn't end up purchasing that item. So then you can serve them an ad that says, make sure you finish your purchase, or just an advertisement with the right messaging that isn't too creepy, that is subtle, that just alerts them and lets them know that they do still have stuff in their cart, and maybe you offer them a $5 off coupon if they complete it. But there, obviously, you can see tons of different strategies that you can use here. Then, like I said, visitors that viewed your menu, you can talk to them about specials, or if, say, they viewed your menu a couple of days ago, but now it's Thursday and you have a happy hour special that you want to make sure that people that viewed your website are aware of. That's another way that you can do it. And then visitors that view five or more pages. So this is one way to know when people are engaged with the site, if they view a certain number of pages. Usually we set it at, when I do these type of campaigns, I set it at about 3 or 4 pages, because that usually means we didn't just that visitor didn't just come to the page or come to the site and immediately leave. They saw something they liked, they wanted to learn more information about it, and they are engaged, and you're just trying to get them back to complete your conversion, whatever that might be. Now, setting up a remarketing campaign, it sounds complex, but it is fairly easy. What you need to do, and we'll walk through this in the walkthrough for this lesson. I'll show you step by step how to do it, but you add a tracking code to your website, you create your campaign, then you select your remarketing list or your audience that you want to serve the ads to, and then you add your advertisements or banner ads. So 4 steps. It can probably be set up in less than 20 minutes. And you do need to wait for your remarketing cookie, or your tracking cookie, to be able to track people that come to your website. So it might take a week or so to build up a good enough or a big enough list to be able to serve ads to. But for the most part, that's all you need to get started. So the tracking code, All you do is you go to Shared Library, which is a tab on the left-hand side of your AdWords account. Then you go to Audiences, and then you just click New Audience, and then it will give you a new code to add to your website, which you just add before the body tag of your website, or before the close of the body tag. If you have a developer, you can send that to them. They can add this in probably less than a minute. If you are familiar with it, or if you do have an open source CMS or a CMS that you use like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Shopify, there are plugins that you just add the plugin and then you drop this code in, and it's just as easy as that. Everything should be set up. I'll add links to different plugins for different CMSs in this lesson as well. Then you create a new campaign. You have to select the display network. And then on the next screen, there will be a couple of different check boxes, and you're going to want to click the remarketing option, obviously, and then you add your audience. So if you want to add people that abandoned their cart or people that viewed a certain number of pages, make sure you click that specified audience. Then next, you add your banners. Some more examples here from Zappos that might have been for their Christmas special. You see it's a really good call to action. Order by 1 p.m. and you'll get your order, free overnight shipping. A really good way or nudge to get people to finish buying what they are looking at. Again, they do a very, very good job at what they do from a digital advertising perspective. And just like we mentioned in the display campaign section or the intro to display marketing, the more sizes that you add of your banners, the more reach you have. So, and then also keep in mind your audience about who's viewing it. If you're looking for people that viewed certain shoe items, using that same example, you're not going to want to serve them an ad that has a shirt on it. Just make sure you understand exactly everybody that could view your potential remarketing ad. So keep that in mind. Now the wrap up, all you have to do is add your code, segment, offer a good call to action or a reason for them to come back. Sometimes it is just more information or the right message, but a coupon doesn't hurt, or free shipping, or just mentioning an item or mentioning a special usually works well for remarketing. Think about your audience. Make sure, again, you know exactly who could see your ad, not just who you want to see your ad. And then try different creative. It's a great opportunity to test. You can easily add new banner ads, new banner sizes, and see what's working, what's not, and use some of those other sources that we mentioned in the banner ads. If you're not a designer, like I said, Write Banners is a great option. $20 banners is a great option. Get those made easily. You can test different messaging and just try everything possible that you can. And if you find that sweet spot, you'll really start to see how remarketing can work for you in your business.